Hi, my friends. It's Victoria Ewan. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello. I usually do an interview on Monday, and it's not usually my face on the screen. It's usually a little tiny picture of my face on the screen. So I'm not going to get my hair done. I'm not going to do anything special for you because I really believe that um, I am being special for you because I am being real. I'm being raw. So I'm in my very sexy uniform at the moment. It's my last encore. It's my last session for the 8-week encore program, which is a breast cancer exercise program for post-surgery. And we've just had the most amazing time. I think I'm going to be a little bit teary this afternoon when we finish up, but I know that we're going to start another one next year. So if you've got anyone that you know that has had breast cancer and has had surgery at any time of their life, it doesn't need to be a recent surgery, they're welcome to come along. It's a free program. We'll be running it in Bunbury in term 1 in 2016, and then in Busselton again in term 4 2016. But what I really wanted to say to you is I was going to have an interview, and cyberspace has done its thing and hasn't let the person in America, we're just not connecting together. But what I have noticed in the past couple of weeks, or even in the past couple of days, people asking a lot about what sort of meditations that they should use. Now, meditation is absolutely ancient, so it's not a fad. It's not new, and it's been around for such a long time because it is incredibly beneficial. So meditation can mean a lot of things to different people. I used to think if it was, sitting cross-legged going, and then, wearing strange clothing and that kind of thing. Now I think of meditation as breathing. And that's all, really. That's the first part, is connecting with yourself and breathing. So because I've got a very busy life, a very busy schedule, sometimes my meditations are 3 breaths long. And then other times I get a chance to do longer meditations, and they're 40 minutes, an hour long. My nightly meditations are about 15 minutes long. Last night I got into a really deep, beautiful meditation actually. I got goosebumps. It was quite blissful. And that probably lasted, I don't know, I didn't really time it, about 20 or 30 minutes. And so I don't believe that there is a one method that suits everybody, and meditation can change throughout different times of your life, because when you're busy at work and you're running your career, you might have a particular time of the day that is great to get up and do some meditation before you go to work. If you have newborn children or newborn babies, if you're anything like me, there is absolutely no way I was going to get up earlier in the morning to meditate. I needed the most amount of sleep time as I possibly could, and my baby's screaming and my baby's crying were my alarm clock. I didn't have to have an alarm clock to wake me up and do meditation. And so I really believe that you can fit it into every different part of your life. Now, meditation is one of the most amazing things that you can do for stress management. It clears the mind of all that chatter, just that inner, the Buddha calls it drunken monkeys running around in your head. So just that inner chatter, it just gets so frustrating after a while. And there's so many voices that go along in my head. And when I meditate, there's often only one voice going on in my head, and it's just blissful. It's just so lovely. And then every now and again, I get the chance of nothing going along in my head, and I cannot tell you how nice that feels. It only happens every now and then, but far out, it sets me up for just being in such a great mind space for such a long time. And so there's so many other benefits of meditation. Lowers your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, makes you calmer, allows you to make decisions based on evidence instead of emotional decisions. It gives you a thicker brain density. Actually, they've done amazing studies recently about the grey matter in our brain, and meditators have a thicker and density grey matter in their minds. So just incredible for your mind. Beautiful for your bodies. As soon as we're born, we're totally stimulated. People put things dangling down from our prams and in our car seats, and even in our cots. There's things on the side, dingle dangle lights everywhere. We're just so overly stimulated from the time we're born. And we need a balance. We need that yin and yang in our life. It's really lovely to be stimulated. It's really lovely to get the brain, working and gorgeous. But we really need to balance that out with that downtime and with that steadying of the mind, instead of that constant overstimulation of the mind all the time. Because even when we're sleeping, like people say, can't you just sleep instead of meditate? But you're dreaming. Your mind is still going blah, blah, blah. You wake up and you go, oh my God, I'm exhausted. I've just had so many dreams. And you wake up and you're still tight and you're still sore. So one of the first things that I do during meditation is to relax my body, then focus on the breathing, and then do the meditation that I feel like I need to at that time. So as I said, there's so many different types of meditations that you can do. Now, when I started doing meditations, there wasn't apps on phones, and now, far out, they've come so far. There are so many really, really good apps, and I really do encourage you to find a person who's got a voice that you actually enjoy listening to, because if you're lying there and if you're listening to a voice that that pisses you off, you're not going to be in a meditative state. You're really not. You're just going to get more grumpy. So find one that really suits you. And I have seriously tried thousands of, or maybe hundreds, maybe I'm exaggerating, hundreds of different types of meditations. So I'd just like to share with you a few of the apps that I've got on my phone. Now, I teach meditation. I give meditations out all the time, and it's not in this voice, it's in my, meditative voice. And people say to me all the time, that's just the gift that you have been given, to have that calming voice, and which again is not the voice I'm using now, but to have that calming voice and to be able to really relax people. And that's why I named my book Will You Come to Bed With Me? Because every time I teach a meditation, people are like, oh my gosh, that's just so relaxing. Will you come to bed with me? And I don't think they realise what they're saying. So some of the meditations that I've trialed and I love and I can definitely recommend is Headspace. That's I'm just looking at my phone, by the way, is Headspace. That is one of the best meditations, and it's quite a recent one as well that's come out. Now there's another one called Omvana, and I really, really enjoy this one because there's so many different types of meditations that you can do, and you can purchase them or they're free, or you can continue doing that. Louise Hay has a beautiful app. Everything that she does is gorgeous. And the GPS for the soul, yes and no for me sometimes. Yeah, but the main ones that I do recommend is Headspace and Omvana at the moment, and that is Omvana, Omvana. And yeah, I've got heaps of other ones on there as well, just for different types of meditations that I like to do. So find one. Google can be quite overwhelming, so contact me if you need to. And I hope to answer some more questions in the future. So have a wonderful day, and yeah, we'll chat soon. Bye.